Hi, it's time for a new tutorial for the Amigurumi Calendar 2023. It is a new month, aka February, so we are today going to make the lost mitten. This is the pattern we are going to crochet together. For this lost mitten, you will need yarn. I'm using Karma Cotton's organic cotton yarn. You will need a crochet hook. I am using 3.5mm crochet hook because that makes the best tension for me. We need a pair of scissors. Fiskars is my favorite, and a darning needle to sew in all the ends. You also need to know how to crochet magic circle, single crochets, increases and decreases, and how to crochet in the back loops. Okay, let's start off with a magic circle with 6 single crochets. So I always do it with 2 chain stitches, and then I make 6 single crochets in the second chain from the hook, but you can use whatever magic circle method that you prefer. And if you want a tutorial for this one, I am going to link it down below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And on the next round, we are going to crochet 1 single crochet and 2 increases, and repeat that twice. And by the end of the round, we will have 10 single crochets. So 1 single crochets, 1 increase, and a second increase, and a single crochet, a single crochet, not a increase, a single crochet, and then a increase and a increase. Let's count our stitches just to double check. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is the exact amount of stitches that we need. Let's pull out the beginning yarn end so that we can wave it in later. On the next 4 rounds, we are going to crochet 10 single crochets. So 1 single crochet in each stitch. First row, so let's continue with 3 more rows, 1 single crochet in each stitch. And this is how our thumb looks like when it's done. So now we just need to cut off the yarn, and you don't need to save that much because we are going to wave in the ends right away. Never leave it to the last minute. done. Let's continue with the mitten part. So for the mitten part, you will need both light pink and red yarn, but we are going to start with the pink yarn. Okay, so let's start with pink yarn and a magic circle with 6 single crochets. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On the second round, we are going to crochet 6 increases until we have 12 single crochets. So one increase, sorry, and a second one, third, and 3 more. On the third row, we are going to crochet 1 single crochet and a increase, and repeat that 6 times until we have 18 stitches. So 1 single crochet and a increase, 1 single crochet and a increase. Yarn tail. On the next round, which is the fourth one, we are going to crochet 2 single crochets and a increase. Repeat that 6 times until we have 24 stitches. So 1 single crochet, 2 and a increase. Okay, now we are done with our increasing rows. On the next 8 rounds, we are going to crochet 24 single crochets, so 1 in each stitch, but at the same time we are going to follow the color graph so that we get the heart on our mitten. So on the 5th row, we are going to crochet only pink stitches. So 24 single crochets, 1 in each stitch all the way around. Like this. On the 6th row, we are starting off by crocheting 4 pink stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm not going to finish this stitch because we are going to change color to the red one. And if you need a tutorial on how to crochet with multiple colors at the same time, I'm going to leave that as a link down below so you can check out that tutorial if this technique is totally new for you. So let's change colors to red and continue with 2 red stitches. We want to have our pink yarn going behind the work because we are going to use that later. So 2 red stitches, 1 and 2, and I'm not going to finish that one because we are going to change color to pink. And we are going to crochet 1 pink stitch and change the color again to red. And then we're going to crochet 2 red stitches. So 1, 2, and change color to pink again. And the rest of the stitches on this round is going to be pink. But be sure to have the yarn following along as you go, because we need the red yarn for the next round. Okay, now we have finished our 6th round, and the next round also starts with 4 pink stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And change the color to red. And now we are going to crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And change color to pink and crochet the rest of the stitches on this round with the pink yarn. The next round, which is round number 8, also starts with 4 pink stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Change color to red and make 6 stitches in red. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Change color to pink and make the rest of the stitches on this round in pink. This is how your heart should look like right now. And on the 9th row, we are going to crochet 5 pink stitches. Let's start off with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change color to red and crochet 5 red stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change color to pink and crochet the rest of the stitches with pink. On round number 10, we are starting off by crocheting 6 pink stitches, and then we will change color again to red. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Change color. If your yarns are getting super tangly, just do like this. Then we are going to crochet 4 red stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and change color to pink and crochet the rest of the stitches with pink. The next round, which is round 11, starts off with 7 pink stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Change color to red and crochet 3 stitches with the red yarn. One, 2, and 3. Change the color to pink and crochet the rest of the stitches in pink. Okay, we have arrived at the last multicolored round, and it is round number 12, and we are going to start off with 8 pink stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Change color to red. Crochet 2 stitches in red. 1 and 2. And change back to pink. And that is our last red stitch. So you can now actually cut off the yarn. And you don't need to have it following along anymore. And the rest of the stitches is going to be crocheted in pink. So this is how our heart should look like right now. It is upside down because we are crocheting the mitten from the top to the bottom, so we have it upside down, but it is going to be like this when it's done. Now on the next round we are going to attach the thumb to the mitten, and I'm going to explain how to do this step by step on the round 13. So let's start with crocheting 14 single crochets around the mitten. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Then we are going to crochet 10 single crochets around the thumb. So let's jump over to the first stitch on the thumb. And crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Like so. Then we are going to crochet 10 single crochets around the mitten again. So continue in the next stitch from the last one that you crocheted, so we are not leaving any unused stitches. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we have the thumb attached. It is a bit floppy, but we are going to fix that one. So now we are continuously crocheting downwards, and in between the mitten and the thumb we are going to do decreases, and that is these stitches. Let's continue with round 14. We are going to crochet 12 single crochets, 1 decrease, 10 single crochets, 1 decrease, and 8 single crochets. So let's start counting, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Come on, my red yarn is wanting to join the fun. Okay, after the 12 single crochets, we are going to make a decrease. I'm doing the invisible decrease. That is a decrease in only the front loops, like so. Then we will continue with 10 single crochets, which is the amount of stitches that the thumb has. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 12. 9 and 10. Then we are going to do a decrease again. Come on. Yes. And we are going to end the round with 8 single crochets. On the next round, we are going to crochet 11 single crochets, 1 decrease, 10 single crochets, 1 decrease, and 7 single crochets. Let's start off with 11 single crochets. And a decrease. And 10 single crochets around the thumb. And then a decrease. And then we are going to end the round with 7 single crochets. On the next round, we are going to start off with crocheting 10 single crochets. And then a decrease. And 10 single crochets. Ooh, the sun is coming out. Everything is getting so bright, but it's partially it is partially clouding. It is partially cloudy today, so it will probably go away soon. But it is really nice with a February sun. And then after our 10 single crochets around the thumb, we are making one more. We are making a decrease. And then we are going to end the round with 6 single crochets. Like this, and by the end of this round, which was the 16th round, you should have 28 stitches. On the next round, which is the round 17, we are starting off with crocheting 9 single crochets and then a decrease. Nine and then a decrease. Continue crocheting 10 single crochets around the thumb. And then a decrease after the thumb stitches. And then we're going to end the round with 5 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we have now arrived to our last round on the mitten part. So we are starting off the 18th round with 8 single crochets and then a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 'I lost my train of thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, and 8. And a decrease. Ten single crochets around the thumb. And we are ending the round with, I just made the decrease, and we are going to end the round with 4 single crochets. And you should now have 24 stitches on your mitten, and we are going to cut off the yarn but save approximately 30 centimeters so that you can sew, or you have something to sew the cuff to the mitten part with. And yeah, let's wave in all the other ends. Depending on what you are going to use the mitten for, you can wave in the yarn, the red yarn, more thoroughly, or like me and cheat a little bit. I'm going just to tie a knot with these two reds together, because I know that this will keep the yarn ends where they should be, considering what I'm going to use my mitten for. But if you want to be really, really secure, just wave it in as usually. Let's turn it back the right way. So this is how our mitten looks like right now. It is just adorable. Okay, we have one part left, and that is the cuff part. As you can see here, it is a rib that we are going to attach to the mitten with some stitches. So we are going to sew them together. So let's put this part aside and take the pink yarn, because the cuff is made with pink yarn. Start off with making 7 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Here's our chain. Now we are going to continue crocheting back and forth in the back loops only. Let's start with the first row. 6 single crochets, 1 in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come on. 6. Make a chain and turn. We are always making a chain before we turn, so that we get the height of the single crochet. On the second row, we are going to crochet only in the back loops. 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 'Come on. Oh, the yarn is splitting. 4, 6. Make a chain and turn again. And continue crocheting 6 single crochets only in the back loops, chain and turn for total amount of 19 rows. So this is how your cuff should look like after 19 rows. And now we are going to crochet our cuff into a circle like this. And by doing so, let's first make our chain and turn. Pick up the first row of stitches, which was the chain stitches. And now we are going to crochet through the back loops of the previous round and into the chain stitches. So let's take our first back loop and our first chain and crochet them together with a single crochet. Like so. And the next back loop and the next chain. Next back loop, next chain. And we have a circle, a cuff circle. Now the next thing we need to do is to cut off the yarn and wave in the yarn ends, because we have already the sewing yarn attached to the mitten part. So let's just wave in these two. We are getting closer to a finished mitten, guys. The last thing we need to do is to attach the mitten to the cuff. And I highly recommend you to use some pins for this, just to get the placement right. Or you can just wing it if that is more of your style. I am going to wing it. But if you feel like sewing can be challenging, use pins. It definitely helps. we have a cuff. Let's wave in the yarn end. And this is how our lost mitten turned out. It is so adorable. You could probably attach it to a keychain and put it on your bag. Maybe make a second one for your best friend, and you could have like a matching keychain. Or put a ribbon and put it in, save it for the Christmas tree, for example. Or just have it as a cute decoration. This mitten idea came up from a kid story that is about a lost mitten in the forest that animals, one at a time, goes and live in the mitten. And it's a really cute story. But yeah, this is how it looks. If you want to get your hands on the pattern, it's inside the Amigurumi Calendar 2023. They are currently on sale over on my website, so go and check them out to grab one for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next month with a new pattern video tutorial for